Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and today I'm going to be showing you how I got this blowout, which, to keep it really simple for you guys, no crazy sectioning, just a blow dryer and a round brush, very minimal product, an easy everyday blowout that you can utilize and start to get the hang of. Blow drying is not easy and people are very intimidated by it, and so everyone thinks that they need the easy way out with either like a hot brush, a round blow dry brush, which ultimately burns the hell out of your hair. A lot of people are doing that wrong. I wanted to create this video so that you guys could come back to it anytime you need a few tips and tricks when blow drying your own hair. I just have the Parlux 3500 super compact blow dryer, which you can get, I'm pretty sure, as a non-professional. This is a professional blow dryer, but maybe you can't get it. I'm not sure actually. Any blow dryer will do, literally does not matter. I know everybody has a blow dryer, even if it's from the 15th century. I know y'all have one of these that's probably dusted away in the closet, hiding behind all of your other tools that you think you need. I know the Shark Flex doesn't really work for me. I would probably have invested in the Dyson Airwrap if I was going to go that route again, or if my Shark Flex ever dies on me, but I find myself not even reaching for it anymore because it just does not do the job for my curly hair. So if you're a less curly girl, then it works for you, that's amazing. But for anyone who's pretty curly, I don't think I would recommend it. I think I would recommend the Dyson Airwrap. I've only used the Dyson Airwrap once, but just from that one time, I know it's way stronger. I just feel like you guys can't see the full length of my hair, but this is how I get my blowout. I hope this video helped you guys in any way possible. If you have any questions, find me on Instagram, leave me a comment here, and I can help with anything. Recommend a product, whatever you guys need, I'm here for. So I really do hope this video helps. Like I said, any blow dryer, anything works. Any round brush, small, big, whatever it is. If you have a ton of hair, I recommend a bigger brush. If you don't have so much hair, maybe a smaller brush. And even if you have a ton of hair, I could have done this whole blowout with an even smaller size brush if I wanted to. Anything is possible when you know how to use the round brush and the blow dryer. Don't make it so complicated. It does not have to be that hard. Your arms don't have to feel like they're falling off. Kind of, sort of. If they're like really dying, you're probably doing it wrong. And if they're like slightly dying, you're probably doing it right. So remember, just keeping your elbows low and not getting so stressed out about it. Maybe try it on a weekend when you have plenty of time. Even if you have to like stop blow drying and come back to it. I just really want everyone to be able to get the blow dry, and I think you can. So like I said, I hope this video helps you guys. You can do it, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Basically, we're just gonna get right into it. I want to use like the bare minimum to create this blowout, so that way this can be feasible for anybody at home. Seriously, anybody can give themselves their own blowout. If this is something you really want to master this year, it's the video for you. So you can take any product you want, realistically just something that's heat protected. Everybody has a regular blow dryer, right? And most people have a round brush. So I'm gonna do this like old school vibes, I feel like, because everybody either has the Dyson Airwrap or the Shark Airwrap, which I have the Shark Airwrap, but I personally like giving myself this blowout better because my hair is so curly. You can really see my curls in my last video. And my hair's already drying a little bit, so which is not great. So I'm just gonna spray some of this in there. So this is the Blow Dry Everbounce Lasting Hold Heat Activated Style Extender from Kevin Murphy. This is great for literally a blowout. So it's got all of the properties in there that I need: heat protectant, hold, all of the good stuff. And then I will put just a little bit of oil in my hair because my hair eats that stuff up, and it gets pretty dry. Although I just saw on somebody else's blowout video that some people say that putting oil in your hair is kind of like frying your hair when you're putting heat on it. I think that is like they're comparing it to food. Like when you put food on a frying pan with oil. I think that is like, I don't know. I've never heard that before. So I don't know who's saying that, but I don't think that's very... So that's pretty much it. 2 products. You can use 1 product. You can use just a heat protectant. If you feel like you need help with volume, use a mousse. Do what's best for you. I'm not the product police, so I'm not going to tell you that you have to have a certain product to make this blowout work, because it's really all in the technique and your brush. So I'm using a bigger barrel brush. You can really do a blowout with any size barrel brush. Even if it's like so skinny, you can take a bigger section with your hair if your brush is a little bit smaller, or maybe you like that your brush is a little smaller and your curl will be a little bit tighter and it will fall a little bit more throughout the day. Really just depends on how you like your blowout. So instead of like parting my hair 100 different ways, clipping it 100 different ways, I'm literally just splitting it right down the middle. I don't even care if it's like a perfect split. And I'm gonna work with my arms down and forward. You know, up here I'll bring my arm up a little bit, but for the most part I feel like people get really tired and really discouraged in their blow dry when their arms start to hurt and they're like, I want to give up, and I'm not even 2/3 of the way done. Okay, so now that my products are in, my hair is already a little bit dry, which isn't good for, I feel like, my curly hair. You can start with, if your hair isn't so curly, you can start almost dry hair if you really wanted to. That way you're not spending like too much time drying the hair. But the key to a long-lasting blow dry is to make sure the hair is completely dry. Actually, the curly girls out there, I feel like you think your hair is dry and then you look good and then you come back into the mirror and it's like puffy, and it's because you didn't dry it all the way or really smooth it out. So what I'm gonna do first, I like to get my front section into rollers. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do my rollers too. I'm just doing 2 rollers. I'm not, this isn't gonna be a whole head of rollers. I feel like people get a little crazy with their rollers. I feel like rollers are good for right where you need them to do your whole head in them. Love that. You can follow this technique and just roll your rollers in and let it set for as long as you want. So I'm just gonna take this top section back here. Okay, and then this will be my other roller section here. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna explain a little bit and then I'll fast forward through me actually drying it. So I am gathering my hair and I'm pulling this forward, and this is gonna make it easier for me instead of trying to like blow dry it back here. I can keep my elbow like a little bit lower here, so my arm isn't gonna get super tired. Obviously I'm above the head, so it's gonna get a little tired, but if you can just get through this, everything else will be a breeze. Pulling this forward into my brush, so all this hair is able to get right into that brush, which is great. And then, can you see that? Yeah. You can see how like over directed I am. So I'll take the blow dryer, hit the back, hit the front, and basically just blow dry it. And then roll it, and then roll it into my roller. So you'll see. A lot of people make the mistake of like blow drying it and then like they take the brush back out and then they have to start back over and put the hair back in. So if you can just stay here for as long as possible until this is mainly dry, and then start to move your brush out and then roll it back, and then move it further out and roll it back. It's a lot easier than removing the brush and putting it back in 100 different times. With that being said, let's see here. this forward a little bit too, so that the roller sits on the base of the dry hair, and then I can still get what's wet behind it. So I will be pinning this into place since it's a lot of hair, and it's on the top of my head. And then we'll do this right here, and then we'll move on to the rest of the hair. So already right there, I have this, and then I'll split this into one big section from right behind the ear forward. Same on this side. So 2 more pieces, and then I'll probably do 1 and 2 on each side of the head. So like I said, no clips involved, no sectioning off the hair crazily, just kind of working in sections of the head and not worrying so much about clipping my hair in all these different sections. If that works for you, perfect. I'm just trying to like simplify if you get frustrated easily, as we all do when we're blow drying our hair, because I mean my arm was kind of killing me, not gonna lie. But this is the last section where I'll be lifting super high, so okay. And then you can also bring it to the side and get all of here. I'm gonna take this now. If you can learn this, you're golden. Because even after I put these rollers in too, I know when I take them out, if something isn't sitting right, I can just kind of get my blow dryer right back in there really quickly and restyle the shape that I'm not getting. Okay, so there's that. 2 on top. I'm just trying to make sure they're nice and smooth before I go on to my next section, because I feel like that definitely helps too. Keeping your hair in place and not letting it get all over the place on you is definitely key. So I'm gonna take a big giant section from behind my ear forward, and I'm gonna dry this. And so I'm placing my brush before I even put my blow dryer on, put it near there, keeping my elbow really low here, so this shouldn't bother me at all. Once I do this and this, half my head is blow dried. And that took me, it would have taken me less time if I wasn't sitting here talking forever, but yeah, anyway. Okay, so as you can see, I really dragged that forward. So this is really gonna help. This is where like that manipulating the hair kind of thing is, really getting it to do what you want. So this is when I brush this out, it is really going to frame my face nicely. That was a tongue twister. Okay, so perfect. That was super easy, super quick. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And you saw that I was twisting my barrel. So if you don't know how to do that, you really are gonna need to kind of learn how to have the brush in both your hands. I feel like you can totally do it. It's kind of like a mind thing. Your right hand, if you're righty or lefty, whatever hand you're in most control with, you can be in control. You're in control with either the blow dryer or you're in control with the brush. So when you switch, you can switch because remember you're now in control of the brush. I feel like people get like, oh my god, I can't do it, but you can, because remember what you're in control of, and then using this as like, it's just kind of there, if that makes sense, whenever you switch. So I'm in control of this now, and this is just there. And then switch, I'm more in control of my blow dryer now, so I'm gonna focus on that and just have this, and I'm just twisting this. I'm not doing anything crazy. Does that make sense? Like, you're probably more ambidextrous when it comes to this than you think. It's just your mind's playing games on you, so. So this is a perfect example of me being in control of my brush. I'm literally doing, my brush is doing all of the work because I'm in control of this hand and this brush because this is my dominant side, so I can do everything, and then my blow dryer is just there. And then this side, I'm pretty good, so I can just manipulate with my brush. But if you weren't that great, you would put the hair into the brush first, make sure you're all set, and then just follow with your blow dryer, and your blow dryer is in control. But your brush is obviously, you gotta work the brush at the same time, but don't think too hard about it. Split this in half, and we're just gonna go ham. So I'm gonna throw this to the back. If you felt like a clip was necessary right now, you could easily take a little clip. Just get that right out of your way, but I'm just gonna throw it to the back. So here I am getting my brush set up. Also, utilize putting your blow dryer in between your legs while it's still on. That way you can just kind of set it down really quickly and then grab it again, and you're not like putting it down, turning it off, putting it down, turning it off. I think if you have a lot of hair, maybe it's good to just clip it off so you're not getting all messed up. Just take this down. And then this is my last piece, and then I'm like, basically I'm done. We just gotta do the same thing over there. If you have a lot of hair, you'll know when your section's too big. Just split it and work in two pieces again. I feel like two pieces gets you through the hair. Like, if you can just split your section into two, if it's too crazy and you're getting frustrated, just split it into two, work with those two sections before you know it, you're done. So. So yeah, so since I have so much hair, I could probably split this into 3 sections. I just was trying to be a little overconfident there. That can happen too. You get too confident, and then like it gets hard on you again. So just like slow down, take a sec. If you can really just master this, you'll be able to do a blowout in literally 20 minutes, less if you wanted. So this is maybe where, if things didn't dry all the way, if it's still like pretty cold, like right here is getting a little, you can see that. I know I didn't dry that all the way, so I'll just kind of go right back through really quick. Heat it back up one more time, make sure it's fully dry. So you can see really, you can see right, the hair's on. It's super easy to go back in and just squeeze the back and turn that is when I was dry. Go back through if you have the time and just re-practice what you just did. You can put the heat setting on lower so you're not putting so much heat on your hair if you're really worried about that. But I really feel like if you're taking care of your hair, getting haircuts, and doing all the things necessary, you will be fine. Obviously, it comes with the territory. I know a lot of people are really concerned with burning their hair right now, which I love. But if you're still using like a Revlon blow dry brush, you're burning your hair, sorry. So I'm gonna take this out and see what this is looking like, because this might need to be dried one more time, especially if I don't like the way that it look at all that volume. Do you see that? That's kind of wild. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this out and see how I like that. I look like Miley Cyrus at the with the Grammys. I was gonna say the VMAs, but okay. So I'm just gonna run my fingers through that. Okay, and see where we're at. And then if I need to go back through for any reason, I will. I'm gonna bring this forward around the face. Blows can be funny because like you don't actually know what's happening until you take your rollers out or you really brush through the hair. So, okay, let's see. So I'm liking like what this side is doing, kind of, but it's either we go for like the layered look in the front like that, or we're going for the like outward, and I think we're gonna go for the outward. So I'm gonna fix this because I don't like it's not evening out, so I'm just gonna fix it. And also like this is separating, so this is why I like this, because you can really manipulate what your hair is doing and fix it. And then while it's still a little bit warm, I am just playing with it and making sure it's gonna be the way that I want when it fully sets. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do a little more on this side. Okay, and then I would probably take some hairspray, which I really like a workable hairspray, and I don't like a lot. You can also, if you have like flyaways, you can kind of take a little bit of your hairspray. This is just gonna help with like frizz in the end, because I feel like you guys can't really even fully see how long my hair is, but Okay, so yeah, and then this is still warm over here. I also really think it's necessary, if your pieces in the front are really, really long, they're not going to do that much for you. So I really recommend having your stylist cut them. So my shortest piece is like right here. And as you can see, I can either blend them in so you can't even see them, but it's also giving me that like, what's in right now? I feel like it's the curl where it starts right at your cheekbone, curling the hair around the face to accentuate your face. So anyway, I feel like everyone needs some pieces in the front. Ask your stylist for a little bit of a bang, but something that's like easily can be worked in, but so that you can still see it at the same time. Don't be afraid of shorter pieces, because that's what's really ultimately going to give you the vibe of a blowout. You're not going to really get much if your hair is all one length and super boring. This is how I blow out my hair, and I hope you guys found it helpful. Easy. Like I said, it obviously takes time. I am a hairdresser, so this is easy to me, but also it can still be hard too. Don't think that like you're the only one who can't do it, because like you can do it. You'll learn, don't worry. Anyway, yeah, I love to put my hands through my hair throughout the day, so. That is that, y'all. Good haircut, find a good hairdresser near you, and learn how to give yourself a blowout without all the extra tools that everyone thinks you need, when really all you need is a blow dryer and a round brush.